Welcome back to the BCH Aspire Network. I'm your host, Gary Ownbey. As this year we continue with our spring sports look at Bradley Central High School here in Studio H12, being joined today by a coach who has one of the newer sports at Bradley Central. Not the newest, I think archery started this year, so it's the newest sport by far, Bradley, but we're talking about girls lacrosse. Coach Philip Rich, glad to have you with us here today, talking about lacrosse. Introduce these young ladies you brought with you today. Tell us who they are and what they do and the position they play and so forth.
This is Emma Jane. She's a senior midfielder, attacker, defenseman, jack of all trades for us. And this is Ebony Park. She's also a senior attacker for us.
Okay. You girls enjoying the lacrosse. How did you, let's start over here with Ebony. Mm-hmm. When did you start playing lacrosse? I guess at Bradley, I mean, it's your first exposure to it here, isn't it?
Yeah, when it first started, I joined.
Which was, what, 2 years ago, I guess now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you're interested in lacrosse. Ebony, did you get recruited by a coach to come play, or was you just something you was interested in and said, hey, I think that'd be a fun sport to play, or how did that?
I saw like posters around the school and I thought like, why not join?
Yeah. And
see what it's about.
Emma Jane?
I heard from a friend who had been interested in it, and so we joined together.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, she didn't continue, but I stuck with it, and I really, really enjoy playing.
Well, I've seen lacrosse played on TV, and I've seen it up here at Lee and around about. To me, it looks like a very physical kind of sport where you better be in good shape. I mean, because you're running. There's no idle time that I can see. Maybe you could sneak off in the corner and hide a little bit, you know, and catch your breath or whatever. But basically, it's constant movement, isn't it?
Yes.
You're either carrying the ball in the net or you're chasing somebody to try to take it away from them.
Yes.
How do you, and I don't know a whole lot about it, because how do you take the ball away? Intercept a pass when they've thrown it, or if they make a bad pass that's on the ground, you can scoop it up and take off with it then?
Yes, and sometimes you can hit their sticks and knock the ball out of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Coach, you teach them all those neat, not dirty tricks, but neat techniques to use to regain offensive possession of the ball, I guess. You can't score without the ball, you know.
That's very true. That's very true. It's all about draw control.
Yeah. And this is it's new to you as a coach for lacrosse, because you never coached lacrosse before. You coached a lot of other sports, I think. But
Right. Football, baseball for about 18 years.
Wow. So you have a good deal of experience in sports. What, did you work with a female team before, girls? Or was it mostly with baseball? Football obviously wasn't, did you? Did you work
coached, girls basketball before, and
Okay.
soccer was co-ed at that time. So yeah, it's been interesting working with high school girls, though, a little bit different than middle school girls.
Yeah, I suppose it is. And we talked about this. We've seen lacrosse, and we have, you know, an idea, I do, and a lot of people do, I guess, of how it's played. But how does a game start or a match start with lacrosse? It's not like a jump ball in basketball, but how does it begin play? Hockey, they drop the puck, you know. Is there a technique they use in lacrosse to begin a match?
Yes, it's called the draw. So the guys' sport's different than the girls' sport. So in the girls' game, they actually turn their nets around backwards or sticks around backwards, stick them together, put the ball in between, and they throw the ball up. And then you kind of go get it. So it's almost like
a jump ball, really?
Almost, yes.
Except you're trying to catch it in the net there. Well, I did not know that. And can anybody who's on the field play or score a goal? I mean, is that open to, if you've got the ball in your hand and you drive against the goal and you throw it in there as a score, no matter which position you play, as you have these attackers and different ones?
No, so it's at the present time, it's set up a lot like the early days of basketball.
Okay.
Where you have the core, you have offense, defense.
Yep.
So your midfielders can score, and your attackers can score. Your defenders can go 3/4 of the way down the field, but they can't score. So.
Can the goalie vacate the net like they can in hockey? They can. The coach saying yes, they can. Because you see late in the game where you're trying to take the ball away, and it's all hands on deck to get that ball back again.
Yeah.
So far this season now, you've got a match. We're doing this on a Thursday morning, and you have a match coming up tonight, I believe.
Yes.
With Upperman.
Yep, they're coming to town.
The Lady Bees, they call themselves there. And your match are played at Charleston High School, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, we encourage you to get out there and watch those matches, folks. It's real interesting to watch. I was over at Lee the other day, and I just stopped. I was over walking my dog on their greenway, and I was watching these girls over there. And man, they were going through the warm-up routine like they do. They shoot laps in basketball, and the football guys warming up. And they were out there passing that ball, I mean, just rapidly in a circle and running and throwing it and not making a miss or anything, just seem to really, really know what they're doing. I don't know how good a team they are, but it's. I said, man, this is going to wear you out if you're not in shape in a hurry here. You know?
Oh, yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
What's the hardest thing about lacrosse? You get whacked upside the head sometimes with those sticks, not on purpose, of
Yes.
course, maybe not on purpose. You do a little whacking of your own, though.
Yeah, definitely. I think staying in shape and learning to pass and catch is probably the hardest part of it.
And coach, I guess like any sport, there's a strategy, defensive strategy and offensive strategy too. Hopefully, you would have to try to rush the goalie, and you try to sucker them in. You know, one girl will rush with the ball and flips over here suddenly, and
Yes.
try to backdoor them, so to speak. You know?
Yeah, it's cutters. They're called cutters.
Cutters.
It's run a lot like basketball, soccer type of fluid, motion offense, those type of things. So a lot of the same concepts, defensive concepts. You got man and zone, that type of idea. So
When does your season run? When did you start playing, and when will you get to the postseason of
school season runs. Our first game's February 5th, and we'll run until the first week of May. First or second weekend of May, depending on how they split up the playoffs. And then travel season starts in May and runs until January. So
So it's year round.
it is year round.
Yes.
It absolutely is.
Do you girls play year round too?
Yeah.
Wow. So if you're getting ready to start the school season in February, the girls probably are in pretty good shape if they've been playing, or do you have a period of time? Okay, girls, we're going to get in shape. We're going to do a lot of running and whatever it is that you have to do.
This year I didn't do that so much. I was trying to keep it open to as many girls who wanted to come out could. Next year, moving forward, we're going to have the last week in October is going to be tryouts for varsity type. So we don't take girls on JV, all the time. But for varsity players, we need to be out there first week of October, or last week of October rather, and we're going to have a leadership week is what we call it. So we're going to do that.
Okay.
Go to Battle in the Berg, and we'll be.
How many girls you have in the program here, Bradley?
I think we're at 27 right now. So
And you got 11 on the field at any?
12. Yeah.
12 on the field. What's coming up on the schedule after Upperman tonight?
Oh, we play Saturday, which is
Prom night.
yeah. Sorry, ladies. I'd put
Prom
the-
night.
Yeah.
Oh, do we want to go there and talk about that or not?
I didn't know it was going to be Saturday.
And you're
but,
seniors.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, well, let's go to the next subject. And I know every school around here doesn't play lacrosse. Who is in our district or region that, I guess, teams that we would face on a regular schedule? Upperman probably is not in are they in our considered region, Fold region?
They're not in our region. We got Saudi Daisy, Ottawa, GPS, Baylor, us, Cedar Mountain.
Who is the team to beat in that group? Who's usually strong?
Private school-wise, GPS is always pretty solid. Ottawa is probably the best one of the best public schools in the state.
Yeah.
Typically year in, year out. So
And they've had the program established for quite a while, I think, haven't they, there?
8 or 9 years. So
Yeah.
Who assists you in coaching?
Coach Sean Monroe, he has been helping for a couple years. So.
Yeah.
Well, are you girls going to try to play in college, or is this going to end your playing career here at Bradley Central, or what do you think?
I've had a few offers,
Yep.
but I think I've decided to coach instead and try to help out here at Bradley as much as I can.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
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 Ebony,
Sadly, this is my last year.
well, your last hurrah, huh?
Yeah.
We'll go out with a bang. As they say. You got another month to play. Do you typically play your game how many a week? Once your matches once a week, twice a week, or just depends on how you get scheduled?
Yeah, sometimes once a week, sometimes 3 times a week.
Okay.
We play a week where we play 4 games in 5 days, so that would be a tough week. But
Yeah, I'd say that would. 4 games in 5 days there. You girls play any other sports here at Bradley, or have you in the past?
No.
No.
Just lacrosse, huh?
Yeah.
All right. And we talked about the hard thing is just being in shape and
Yeah.
never giving up, just run, I guess.
Yes.
Coach, you have any wise words of wisdom for these seniors as they lead the program? I know you depend on your seniors for the leadership, when times get tough and things are not going the right way for Bradley. The other girls on the team, especially the underclass, want to look to you and see how you react and how you're doing. And got to be in a position of leadership to show them the right way, what we call the Bradley way. And our coach has what you enforce, reading for us all the time, and all that. So I'm sure these girls are. There are girls that are making good grades. As you know, the athletes at Bradley, I've talked to a ton of athletes, the coaches, and the athletes are the ones seem to always have the good grades. You know? And they're usually the kids that are not looking to get in trouble or mischief or anything like that because they know what they got. You know,
Yeah.
and this is not an opportunity that some people can have. And it's not guaranteed you get to do this. So you do the right things, you have a great career and have a lot of fun doing that. Have a good man like you leading you.
I appreciate that.
Well, I wish you guys the best of luck. Ladies, the best of luck, not guys. That's a generic term, you know that. Get sued nowadays. But you know what we're talking about here. We appreciate y'all taking time to be on our program here today. And wish you the best of luck tonight with Upland and your upcoming games and matches as well. And see what you do when the postseason rolls around. Repping the B, as we say, keep it rolling.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Coach
Thank
Phillips,
you.
you're glad to have you here. Philip Critch, Ebony Park, and also Emma Jane White here talking about Bradley Central Girls Lacrosse. In Studio H12 here on the campus of Bradley Central High School. This is Gary Ownbey saying so long for now. Until next time, God bless and go Bear Reds.